gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all like,
when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like,
get off of me. Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the 30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44.
You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level, and this is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undisputed in me playing basketball, and I just want to line up. He's getting up. And show, yeah, we doing this for real. He's funny.
Oh, we're supposed to get the ball. This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's something. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what? Big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Yeah.
Boah, boah, boah. What's up, y'all? What's cracking, lagging, magging from the jacket to the back end? Oh, man, all love to you guys out there. Much respect. We about to go live again. We got a bunch of topics to dive into. I'm feeling great. Thank you for all the well wishes. Everybody want to know how the hip is feeling. The hip is feeling better than it did before I went into that surgery. I'll tell you that damn much. Oh, man, everybody who's contemplating hip surgery, like everybody tells you, hurry up and get it. It's that simple. I know it makes you feel like you old. It makes you feel like what just happened to you. Damn, how old am I? I'm over here getting hip surgery. I'm 51 years old. Whatever you got to do, dog, to live a better life, man, because your itty bitties are growing up. You got a lot of things you want to do, and you just can't get to them because that hip talking. So for me, it was simple. It was like I knew the doctor, knew the surgeon. He was telling me, dog, you're going to see me sooner or later, and hopefully sooner. And I finally went up in there, blah, 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 and got that thing done. All right, so we're going to have some fun today. Today, we're going to get into some technicalities, and we're going to start off here What we starting off with the Pro Bowl. Whoa. Let's talk about the Pro Bowl right here. Pro Bowl selections are in. Oh, good Lord. What's cracking? Let's start here. Because they talk about all the different positions. And with the Pro Bowl, two things happen. As soon as you see it, you're like, damn, he got in. And then you're saying, same time, you're like, damn, he didn't get in. So the league announced the fan returns on Monday. They said the Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and his famous girlfriend, fiance, where are they at right now, had the most votes of any player. Y'all know what it is. That's why you see those power couples. Not because they don't love each other, not because the other one ain't fine. It's just because it certainly helps business. It helps the brand. So Travis Kelce didn't have the best numbers of anybody in every position, but he did have good tight end numbers, but he had the most votes of any player. While Allen edged out the New England Patriots' Drake May by some votes to become the AFC's #1 quarterback. All right, so players and coaches also have a say. If you guys forgot Pro Bowl voting because you don't care about the Pro Bowl no more, who does? Which meant the final Pro Bowl squads will look a little different compared to Monday's fan votes. So the Broncos, the Ravens, the 49ers, and Seahawks led the way with 6 selections each. When I see that, I immediately think of, a team that is winning. A team that is underachieving, the Baltimore Ravens, because of injury, because of a lack of play and production. Then I see the 49ers and Seahawks, winners. So they usually poach the winners, right? So Baltimore, you got to feel bad. You up there with all those selections, but you guys are looking at the playoffs from the outside in. All right, tell me if you see anything that disturbs you. Let's go right here. Simple as this. Sam Darnold, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford. That's the NFC. Yeah, I know. I heard you already. Y'all like, good Lord, where is he? I know. Where's Caleb Williams? Who you gonna take out to put Caleb Williams in? Beat it up in the comments. Simple as that. I ain't got time to waste. Sam Darnold, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford. These guys are in the MVP conversation. Caleb Williams, MVP conversation. Okay, you can say it. But who you taking out? Got quiet on the set. I like that better. Josh Allen, the best quarterback in the NFL right now currently. Justin Herbert, my favorite quarterback in the NFL currently. Josh Allen right there. And Drake May. Is it May? Think about it. Number 3 overall pick. Everybody's like, I don't know about him. Now you know about him. All right, let's go to the running backs. Okay. Man, can you see that? God dang. What the hell? Okay, good. Gibbs. All right, we got Jahmyr Gibbs from the Detroit Lions, duh. Christian McCaffrey balling out of control again, duh. And Bijan Robinson from the Atlanta Falcons. All right. Running back's a weird position, right? You can see a great running back on a great team. You can see a great running back on an okay team. You can see a great running back on I don't know what kind of team your Atlanta Falcons are, right? And then we go down here with the Dolphins. We got James Cook for the Bills. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. I'm trying to make things bigger so y'all can see them. Ooh, they ain't really getting that much bigger. All right. Then we got Kyle Juszczyk from Harvard. Smart guy. Smart guy wins. And then you got Patrick Ricard from the Baltimore Ravens. Big old fullback. 300 pounds? I'll say 400. I've only seen one dude. Jamie Nails, 400 pounds. 419, he was on the scale one time. God dang. All right, let's get to the receivers. This is always spicy. Puka Nacua. Okay. George Pickens. Damn, he about to eat. You know how much they going to pay him to stay in Dallas, boy. Oh, man. Jackson Smith. Him. All right. And Amon Ra. St. Brown. Okay. Really can't holler. Ooh. Somebody just said Devontae Adams to me. Led the league in touchdown catches, but between the 20s, was he the same guy? Would you put Devontae Adams over any one of those? I know damn sure not JSN and St. Brown be balling. Puka eating. I mean, it's tough. His own teammate, it's tough to grab 2 from the same team. Okay? And then we get into here. Let's see if we could click on it and make it even better. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Let's click on it. Okay, wide receivers, good. Jamar Chase, Nico. I love how he balls. That dude be going for the ball. Nico Collins, Zay Flowers. Look at Zay already. Zigazai and Cortland Sutton. Okay, we got respect on their names. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get back to it. Okay, so we got the tight ends. So far, any snubs? Anybody got to go? I see Dak Prescott in the chat. I see you, Ryan Short, kid, talking about Dak got to go. Dak got to go? Really? Dak had a year. George Kittle, Trey McBride from the Arizona Cardinals. Good for you. You know you had to be balling if they grab somebody from Arizona. Good for you. All right? And then we got to show some love right here. Who we showing love to? Travis Kelce, who led in fan votes, and then Brock Bowers. Man, thank God. I know he was like, Gino, don't cost me, bro. Bam, look, Brock Bowers. How old are you? Talking about my hip surgery, I'm 51. How old is Brock Bowers? God dang. Look, old as hell. All right, anyway, so let's keep it moving to the centers. We got to go to linemen. Y'all bored yet? Y'all like, what? All right, let's get the linemen some love. Don't do the linemen like that, okay? Just do the linemen the right way. Drew Dahlman, all right, whatever. Cam Jurgens, okay, he's on the Eagles. Oh, yeah, go get an Eagle. You got to get an Eagle. Creed Humphrey and Tyler Linderbaum, who they talk a lot about, so we knew he was going to get some love, too. Center's a tough position. First, you got to have you a quarterback that's out there eating, doing his thizzle. Look at their quarterbacks. Mahomes. Look at that, Caleb. Jalen. Okay, and then, obviously, Lamar Jackson. Then you got to also be, I would say you got to stand out. So being mobile at center is a whole different animal. If you're a mobile center, they love you. If you could go out and they catch you on the edges here and there, making a tackle or making a block on somebody, they love you. Let's get to these tackles. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, here we go. Penei Sewell. First of all, yes. Just when you read the size and weight, you're like, yeah, he going to Pro Bowl. God dang. What is he? 6'7", 350, all muscle. I mean, his ears got muscle. Look at this sucker. Trent Williams, another one. Yeah, how many times he been? Like 12 now. Tristan Wirfs getting his love and his respect. Shout out to him. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Joe Out giving some love to my Chargers. Garrett Bowles, Broncos. Deion Dawkins, yes, Buffalo Bills. Have a personality at tackle and also make sure your opponent doesn't get to the quarterback often. You know what it is. Bad boy, take that. Got to go there with the guards. Chris Lindstrom, Tyler Smith, Joe Thuney. Is it Tooney or Thuney? I don't know. Don't even want to act like I do. Quinn Miners. He look like he could block. God dang. Quentin Nelson, always going to be on the Pro Bowl roster. Yes, he a beast. Trey Smith. Okay, big dog. These some big old dudes. And it cracks me up when they retire, they all get little. You wonder why. All right, you ain't got to wonder long, huh? You ain't got to wonder long. Look at that. Them suckers be losing that weight. I know how they gain that weight. I know how they lose that weight, too. Ooh, did I say it? Nope, I didn't say it. Let's go to the interior lineman. Jalen Carter, okay, spitting ain't enough. Can't keep me off the roster. Leonard Williams, nice. Quinnen Williams went to the Cowboys from the Eagles. Nice. He's really helped, too. I'll give him credit. He helped the defense, especially some of that run defense. Zach Allen, Chris Jones, and Jeffrey Simmons. We've seen many a plays of Chris Jones tapping out, not running his hardest, not doing his best, but still, he Chris Jones. He's still getting that love, all right? So respect to him. Okay, now let's get to the DNs, the sexy position. Let's go, okay? Who we got the DNs? God, Lord. Aiden Hutchinson came back off injury, balling. DeMarcus Lawrence, balling. Micah Parsons, before injuries too, balling. That's dope. I love that. Will Anderson Jr. is insane. Yeah, he goes and get it. Max Crosby, can't turn him off. And Myles Garrett, wow. Can't argue with that. Argue if you got a snub. I don't think we got any snubs yet, all right? Linebackers, okay. Let's get to the inside. Hey, this is fun. Middles. Oh, we got Zach Braun, we got Jack Campbell, we got Azeez Al-Shaair, and we got Raekwon Smith, okay? Outside, we got Brian Burns, Jared Verge, Byron Young. Then we got for the outside linebackers, we got Nick Bonito. He got 13 sacks right now, and TJ Watt. Y'all don't believe me? Look at this stat right here. This is crazy. Let me skip a little bit. Well, look at this. Charger players with 13-plus sacks in the season. Khalil Mack, 17. Sean Merriman, 17. Leslie O'Neal, 17. Lee Williams, he was a baller, 15. Lee Williams again, baller, only name we've seen twice. 14. Leslie O'Neal, saw his name twice, 13.5. Marcellus Wiley. I got to show me some love sometime. God dang. It's your boy. I got that. Okay, so he's right there where I was. But he got 2 more games to go, so he's going to go past that, I assume. TJ Watt, of course. What else can you say? What more can you say about TJ Watt? All right? So we saw it all. Did we get all the positions? Corners. No, we ain't get the fresh. Oh, we got corners and safeties. Sorry. Oh, we could go back to that. That looked easy. All right, we got Cooper DeJean. Look at that. See, always talking about racial. They ain't got no white corners. But when they have one, he's a Pro Bowler, damn it. He a beast. You got to be that good to be a white corner. You can't just be normal. You got to be that good. All right, J.C. Horn. All right, got his. Kenyon Mitchell and Devin Witherspoon. These kids are my friends' kids. It's crazy. Christian Gonzalez, Derek Stingley Jr., Pat Surtain II, Defensive Player of the Year last year, and Denzel Ward. Now, you look at that face, you be like, man, that dude can't play no ball. He look like he's selling albums. He got an album coming out. This sucker here out here balling. Sick. Okay, last but not least, let's get to the safeties, right? Oh, no, kickers, of course. All right, let's get to the safeties. Respect. Kevin Byard. Antoine Winfield Jr. I played with his daddy. I literally played with his daddy. How crazy is that? That's next level. I feel good about my life. Buddha Baker. Jalen Ramsey, of course. Kyle Hamilton, of course. Derwin James Jr., of course. Damn, if you in the AFC and you playing safety, stop playing. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. Them boys is not playing. Okay, let's get to the kickers. And we know if you got a nickname as a kicker, let's just say you got a shot to make the Pro Bowl. Well, we got Cameron Kicker Dicker. Kicker the Dicker. Dicker the Kicker. Brandon Aubrey. Household names at kicker. Yeah, you got some love. Basically, that's how the game goes. So, nothing but love for both of those teams. The AFC and the NFC. Tell me what changes you guys want to see in the Pro Bowl, because I can't lie. I don't care about the Pro Bowl. Didn't care when I played. You go there for vacation. They don't move it around so many places now, and then they don't change the game, the integrity of the game so much that people are like, dog, I ain't tripping on that. Okay? I ain't tripping on that. So y'all tell me what they could do to the Pro Bowl. I don't think they could do much. I think it's impossible to tell people to play football casually. It's impossible because football never, ever someone wants to play football just casually. There's no pickup football, right? There's pickup basketball. Every other sport, there's no pickup football. You ain't sitting there on a Wednesday talking about, dog, what you doing? Oh, man, let's just go play some ball. What, football? Hell no. Dial tone, right? So you ain't doing that. Only 2 people ever have volunteered to play the game of football. Only 2 people ever have chosen the game of football. Ray Lewis and Dick Butkus. That's it. Dick Butkus. The rest of us, football chose us. It's simple as that. Somebody don't believe me? They lying to you. All right. So beat up in the comments. I hear you. People want to see a skills competition. I don't care. Look, I just know. I love the accolade. I love, like, dog. First of all, you make it to the pros. That's sick. You don't believe me? Ask any of your boys. Any of these dudes that's in the pros, in the league, got homeboys. And all they homeboys just loving them. Dog, you in the league. Whoa. What it like? What homeboy like? What's this like? Right? So that's sick. You get all the money. You get all the girls. You get all this head start in life. It's sick. It's a means to an end, but it's a sick mean. It's a hell of a helicopter ride to the top. Quick. Like you 21 years old and you the man of the house. Not because daddy ain't there, it's because daddy asking you for stuff. You like that. You got me, son? I got you, daddy. You had me for 21. Let's go. But the best part is once you make it there, then you look around, it's 1,800, 2,000 of us. And you're like, I'm better than most of these fools. Like, think about it. They only take 88 players. You're better than most of these fools. You like household names that didn't make it. Like if you're a quarterback right now and Caleb Williams been balling, you're like, man, I'm better than Caleb Williams. Everybody go, Caleb Williams is sick. And then you're like, he didn't make the Pro Bowl. I did. Like, think about it. That's just sick. So that's what it was about. It was about poking your chest out. Obviously, it can help you build a Hall of Fame candidacy, which is the pinnacle, the next level. I didn't get to that level. There was only a couple years in there briefly. They were like, oh, you're on pace to become maybe, and then it stopped. But the point is, I still had a couple years where I was dominant, a couple years where they were saying my name like that. And that feels good, man. To play a child sport as a grown man and be better than grown men who were great, next level. All right. So beat up in the comments. I see you. They should do everybody's saying they should do the skills challenge, and everyone's saying, I hear you, Ryan Short, kid. Everybody's saying they should go back to, they can't go back to what they used to do. It's a wrap. You can't. Chris Fox says Pro Bowl don't even have the game no more. I enjoy seeing the best of the best compete. Yeah, but nobody wants to compete. It hurts. Football hurts. You can't make me play no football. I don't want to play. You're crazy. So that's how the game goes. Now, you can't make me play football because it would be fake. Now, people are questioning, is this fake? People are like, what the hell is this, Wiley? Well, let's talk about this fight right here. This Jake Paul fight. Everybody saw it, right? Did y'all pay? I didn't pay. I think it was just on Netflix. Did you have to pay? It's just on Netflix, right? Nobody paid. All right, unless you pay that Netflix. That's damn near every month. So you got Joshua, you got Jake Paul. We know what happened, right? We got some basketball in here because I don't know how to block ads. We got all this going on. But here's the thing that was interesting. Even the announcers are getting fed up with this. Like, there was this whole conspiracy. Everybody's in on the act. Everybody's in on it. And then all of a sudden you see this and you see quotes from the announcers where like the fans did not pay to see this crap. You're like, really? We didn't? What did we pay? Bruh, I'm like, what you doing? Why you keep falling down? I mean, for real falling down. Like, he kept falling down, kept dodging and stuff. So prolonging the fight. We ain't stupid. Like, everybody ain't stupid. We know what's happening here, right? So then you prolonging the fight, and then, like anything, war can't be avoided. Just postponed. Guess what happens? You can't run forever. Not forever. Maybe 3 ever. Not 4 ever. Hey, hey, dog. Woo, contract. Woo, I hooked this up. Woo, I'm the A side. Woo, come on, dog, stall me out. Look at that. I mean, is that not mercy me? No mercy. Oh. Like, he didn't even react. See, one thing about boxing, I told you I trained at Wild Card. I told you I trained with Freddie Roach. I trained with the best. When you tired, you tired. That's why you got to train. Like, he trained, but he ain't training Anthony Joshua style. Anthony Joshua was a former champion. You ain't training like that. You're just trying to have your hobby turn into something for real. Okay, y'all saw the snap. All right, let's be real. Was that staged? Was that rigged? It's hard to rig that. Come on, let's give him some love. He put a little compilation together. I think you messed with the wrong one. Let's just be real about it. Was it rigged or not? Was it rigged or not? Let me say this. Whatever it was, it turned out to not be. Whatever they walked in there thinking and winking, or you had these outs, you had these different lanes, you had these different triggers, you can do this and get this. Just like, when you watch your running back. We watched the game last night, if you guys watched, San Francisco versus Indianapolis Colts. And guys were catching passes, that's another $500,000 bonus. Guy get a sack, that's $300,000. You're in the latter parts of the year, you got bonuses and triggers and all that. This is just my conjecture. I think that the way that they write it up, because they can't write it up evenly. It can't simply be, let's box. Because then you would have saw different opponents. You're not fighting Anthony Joshua. You're not fighting Gervonta Davis. You're not even setting yourself up for that. These dudes are different. They're black belts. And like 10 times, 20 times black belts in boxing. Like, for real. So you're not setting yourself up for that kind of failure. But I think when he picked up Joshua, he was like, oh, that's a name. He kind of fell off a little bit. Like, you can see some vulnerability. The brand's still huge. It's international exposure. He looks the part, but I still think I can hold my own. But there's no way you write up a contract that's even. There's no way. You stupid. You gonna get. He's been to a boxing gym. This is what I don't want people to do. That think that Jake Paul's dumb. He put together something that got him $90-some million. Putting all this together. You see all those sponsors? You see the fact that we were watching? So everybody's watching. All the sponsors is in. Look, he ain't dumb. So he also is smart enough to go to a gym. And he's trained himself. But he's been to the pro gyms where he's like, oh, a wild card. Oh, that's what they doing. Okay. That's one reason I never sparred. Simple. Out of respect. Suckers be hitting for real. He hitting me like that. You crazy. So you look around, you're like, that's not it. Especially when you're moving up to that weight class, that's heavyweight, man. You crazy. Anthony Joshua walking around here, 240? Goodness. Hell no. So I think that Anthony Joshua walked in and said, look, this sport, this whatever theatrics is bigger than boxing right now. It is. Like, Crawford and Canelo is huge, but isn't it crazy how you can see Paul Joshua? It's like the same. So whatever you want to call it, Thunder Lips, whatever you want to call it, it is. And Joshua said it is an opportunity for me to just show I am a purist. I am a boxer. And look, I'm going to give you your theater you need for a few rounds. I'm going to let you run around here and jog around here and look cute. You know what I mean? But guess what? This is going to end the way I want it to end. It's like he was playing with his little brother. He's just like, oh, you diving on your legs, you crouching down, you know, you OnlyFans in me, all that, whatever. You know, you get a punch in or two, maybe. Even the knockout was textbook. It was like, okay, let me hit him. All right, down, let me jab him. Maybe feint, but then whop. But he didn't hit him like complete hip turn, torque, da-da-da-da. He went like this. Boom. He was like button pushed. That's it. He didn't want to kill the dude. He knew he could. That's crazy. So why didn't Anthony Joshua like play the part fully? He broke his jaw, right? He didn't play the part fully. He played the part, but not fully. There's a reason, and I don't know that reason, but I know he wanted to be big dog that night. He wanted to prove to everybody, hey, man, don't be playing with the sport of boxing. Good for him. Okay. Let's talk about Nick Saban right now, who's telling everybody out there, stop playing with college football and the playoff system. Stop putting James Madison up in there. Stop putting, he's crazy, right? Stop putting Tulane up in there. I coached at Alabama. I know what we could do to them. We could Anthony Joshua these teams. Stop playing. Stop playing. Well, they kept playing. Oh, well, this is what happens.
And look, would we allow the winner of the AAA baseball league, the international league, whatever they call it, I don't even know the name of it. Would you let them in the World Series playoffs?
I don't think they do. No, I don't think.
No, they don't. But I'm saying, but that's the equivalent of what we do when JMU gets in to the college football playoff and Notre Dame doesn't. I mean,
blah blah blah. Shots fired. Okay, it's not the equivalent. It is not the equivalent, even though we understand where he's coming from. You ever hang with somebody who tortures analogies, you get it. It's not the equivalent, but it's something. Because the real is, what the hell are you talking about when you got Oregon, James Madison, all those type of teams playing in the same league? It's wild. It doesn't make any sense. So let's go here. Because people are starting to point out, Coach, maybe you a little off on this one. You know, you're comparing the G5 teams in college football to letting AAA teams in MLB playoffs. Okay, that's what he says, the quote. But here's the problem. He says, if you're not in the top 15, I don't care what league you play in, you shouldn't be in the playoffs. JMU, whoever it is, if you're not in the top 15, power conference, group of 5, it doesn't matter because you're taking somebody out of the playoff that deserves to be in the playoffs. You can think about it one way, that you're letting somebody from the group of 5 in, but you're also taking somebody that should be in out, and that's not fair. Okay? That was my whole point about we let the AAA baseball team in. Who wins their baseball league play for the World Series. That doesn't happen. It's a different league. These guys ought to have their own playoff. It's all about the money. Just give them the money. Now, they pointed out, which I was going to point out as well. I don't know about that, Coach. Saban's baseball analogy is a clumsy one. I don't call it clumsy, just saying it's off. Most obviously, AAA teams don't play MLB teams the way Group of 5 teams consistently play and sometimes even beat schools from power conferences during the regular season. And I'm going to show you an example in a second. But while he'll undoubtedly take heat for his comments, he's at least consistent in saying that he merely wants to see the most deserving teams in the playoff, whether that means leaving out teams from the Group of 5 or power conferences. So that leads us to another conversation, right? And this conversation is simple. Do you agree with Coach? Do you agree with Joe Klatt and his criticism of James Madison inclusion in the CFP has an ironic flaw? So peep this flaw. So Joe Klatt saying pretty much the same stuff. Look, I genuinely feel bad for these JMU players. They are a good football team who should be competing for a national championship on the appropriate level. Now, when somebody ever hits you with the butt, we know what's coming. And if they hit you with the now, you know what's coming too. Most will only remember them for tonight. Not their fault that college football can't figure out a proper postseason structure. Okay? All right. Cladd argues that the Dukes deserve to play in a group of level 5 instead of this one because they are unable to compete with Power 4 schools with the score of the outcome as the game proof, right? You think the score tells you everything. Now, there's a case to be made for the notion that Cladd is bringing up. However, do y'all remember, and it's worth noting that he almost certainly didn't say the same thing last year when Oregon, remember Oregon got embarrassed in the playoffs nearly the same way. Oregon played Ohio State. Y'all remember that? They got absolutely dominated in the first half and found themselves down 34-8. That halftime score, not too distant from the one we saw, 34-6. The Ducks lost that game by 20 to Ohio State, a larger margin than the one in which JMU lost this year to Oregon, 51-34. So the question comes, what do we do? What do we do? Okay. What do we do about this? Because I went to a small school, and I knew when I went to the All-Star game, I could compete at the next level. And even the level between there, which is the NFL, was the next level because I'm a D1 AA player at Columbia. But also I knew I could play 1A, right? You get over the mental fog of or the mental glow that you give them, like they're all amazing. Then you realize you go to the combine, one of the dudes from Alabama can only bench press 225 6 times. Then you see him run a 40, he runs a 5 flat. And then you see somebody from Stanford, you see all these big schools, you're like, he ain't. Oh, it's a lot of them. So that's what it is. It's not the cow. The problem ain't the cow at the big school. It's the cattle. It's the cattle everywhere. You're like, God dang. All right, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's great. He's great. He's good. You go to a small school, you be like, he all right. He all right. He good. He all right. He good. Oh, he pretty good. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. Then you put us together. Look, it's a game of skill. It's a greater game of will, but I ain't willing to overcome all of that skill. I can't. So I remember when I played at small school, I knew we would get mollywopped by big school. It felt weird too. It's emasculating because you're on the same level, but you ain't. You're like, dog, we ain't good enough to play with them. Hell no. Even they kicker better than your kicker. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You look around, you see they linemen, and most schools are separated by the linemen. The O-line, D-line. That's where you separate yourself. Simple as that. You ain't got to go nowhere else. You want to see where it gets gangster, where it gets crazy? Look at the O-line and D-line. You're like, ooh, that's a whole different animal. So I get it. I get it. Players are not scared as much as they just ain't prepared for that. You ain't got enough. You ain't got enough. It's just that simple. Just call it what you want. So I'm with Joe Cladd. I'm with Nick Saban. I don't care. I don't care about the feelings. Look, when you go to a small school, you're going to have smaller opportunities. Simple as that. Okay? Stop trying to make it big for a small school player, and he took that little road that was paved or easier, whatever you want to call it, whatever. And I'm one that took it. And I'm still saying, ain't no way the Ivy League deserved the Ivy League champion gets to go into the college football playoffs and do what? Help the scoreboard light up? Put more light bulbs in the scoreboard? Do y'all got 3 digits? Because they about to put them up on us. Man, stop playing with me. All right, speaking of stop playing with me, what happened here? We got Draymond Green and Steve Kerr in a huddle. What? Stop playing with them. What is going on here? Okay, I like to talk it. Look at Steve. Steve like talking that, and then when your teammate get up in front of you and that's Draymond, he like, dog, just do what he said. Just run the coverage. Come on, man. Look at Steve Kerr. Look at Steve. He like, man, what the fuck? What are you doing? I'm tired of you always talking. Golly, it ain't that deep. Everybody else trying to play it off, trying to huddle up, trying to get closer, cover it up. It ain't helping. We know. And then Draymond like, look, I got to go. He literally left. He dipset. For real. Like, what? It's really going down? This is what I love about sports. You saw what happened? Draymond was sitting there. Next man up. Somebody just scooted in his seat. Sports tells you about life. The world keeps spinning. You better keep grinning. If you want to keep winning, somebody just moved in his seat like, all right. You know what I mean? All that love, all that teammate stuff, cute. The real is, what's you doing? So they, of course, asked Steve Kerr after the game, what's crack-a-lack-a Maggin? What is this about?
I Yeah, we got into it obviously, and I took the time out just because I thought we lost our focus there a little bit, and so we had it out a little bit, and he made his decision to go back to the locker room to cool off, and that's all I'm going to say about it. It's everything is private, and I got nothing further to add.
Would you? I mean, he didn't play the last 20 minutes. Would you have gone back to him?
No, he wasn't going back in.
How does the group move forward after that kind of exchange happens in the game?
The group's ready to go. I mean,
hell yeah.
You can see the game tonight, and we need Draymond, and he's a champion. We've been together for a long time, and all we can do is the rest of the group keep pushing, keep getting better. I thought this was one of our better games. I thought the first half was brilliant. We just didn't make shots. I thought Draymond played great. The whole team was really, really good, but we were 3 for 18 from the three-point line. We just couldn't make anything in the first half. But the process was great. That continued through the second half. And, it's unfortunate what happened, but it happened.
Blah, blah, blah. So we know what's going on here. It's kind of the same old, except I don't know if it's going to be the same old response going forward. Now, obviously, throughout this season, throughout whatever they're going to do and achieve this year, you got to rock with Draymond. But this is growing old. This is wearing thin on everybody because y'all know. We just saw it with CP3. Y'all know we seeing it with LeBron. No matter who you are, if you ain't out there doing what we expect or think you can do or should do, or you not out there killing it where you're undeniable and we got to put up with your BS, we ain't going to put up with it. You saw somebody literally slide into his seat immediately after he was gone. You saw Steve Kerr say we had one of our best games. You saw the guys come together, ain't no problem. And it's weird because you got the relationship with Draymond and you sitting there, whether you're Steph or certainly Steve, and you're like, dog, not now. Like, what part of you right now? I know we need that energy. We need that passion. We need all that you bring to the table. We know that you like to blur the line, but not now. No friendly fire. Just listen. It serves the team well to see Draymond get reprimanded and take it, not take his ball, go in the locker room, and then be like, I'm good. Now, tell me, beat it up in the comments, did Draymond want to go back in? Or he wasn't going back in regardless. Steve Kerr like, no. Whoever sends you to the locker room, if it's the officials because you got kicked out, or if it's me, or if it's yourself, once you go in that locker room, you tapped. For real. Once you cross them lines and you go over there, you tap. Don't come back. We good. See, Casby, sometimes you overvalue yourself. You're not even thinking. It's emotional. You're not even thinking in the moment, but you overvalue yourself. Excuse me, Miss Purdy. You just think you doing the most. You think you doing everything. You get lost in your own head like, man, ain't nobody doing what I'm doing. I'm valuable. They need me. The hell he talking about? He saw what I'm doing out there. He saw my effort, my work. Yeah, he did. At the same time, he want more. What the hell? This is crazy. And I used to not respect coaches like this, but I did. More than my teammates, I would say, because you know me, I'm a nerd. But when I start coaching, I really start respecting, like, yo, coaches be seeing a lot. And you be thinking, I ain't do that. That ain't me. What you talking about? Because you're in it. Like, literally, I'm coaching kids right now, and I'm like, will you stop jogging? I'm not jogging. Look at, we got everybody got their phone now, and we saw these links and cameras and videos. I'm like, this ain't you? Don't you win wind sprints? You win the wind sprints. Why are you not running up and down this court like this? This is what the wind sprints translate to. What you doing? Oh. I mean, without film session, we be the dumbest athletes in the world. Cats don't know what's what without film session. It's crazy. So Draymond right now had to get a wake-up call. And look, Steve Kerr ain't no punk, but he also doesn't hold grudges. That's what I like about him. He'll go in that moment, they'll discuss it, and they'll be behind him. It seems that way, right? He ain't the one to be like, oh, come on, Draymond. Let me take a sip of this shell. Because I've had coaches that hold grudges. Oh, my God. You ever undermine their authority? You're going to be under theirs forever. They going to be like, nope, I ain't got no time for you, brother. So just pay attention to what's going on in Golden State a little bit. And let's also pay attention to what's going on league-wide, because right now, as you can see, we got some issues. Everybody want to talk about the injuries that's going on. Adam Silver must find a solution to the NBA injury woes. The NBA, perhaps more than any other league, is driven by its stars. Duh. That's a problem when so many of them are hurt so often. So Adam Silver had to address this. They wanted to talk about it. Adam, everybody getting hurt. What's cracking like a Megan? Tell the truth. What's really happening?
Yeah, Adam, the league has done a fantastic job of regulating, player availability rules. And while the pace may be very similar to other eras, there's vast differences in, the average closeout distance, change of directions, how many times players are jumping, how high they're jumping, and more importantly, landing. How do you balance the product for the fans while not ignoring that the game has changed and it is taking a toll on players?
In a way, they're obviously, as you said, balanced or correlated in a way where if at the end of the day, because of the way the game has evolved, that it's going to be more wear and tear on players' bodies, I do think we have to look at the schedule. The issue is I also want to be true to the data.
Sure.
And for example, I get suggestions all the time and say, well, why don't you just shorten the season? But then I point out, the majority of the injuries are coming earlier in the season.
Yeah.
So obviously that's not going to help, just lopping 10 games off the end of the season. And we have statistically fewer injuries in the playoffs than we do in the regular season. And we don't have strong evidence that shows you're even more likely to get injured at the second game of a back-to-back. Now, having said all that, it may be you need more space between the games over time, and players also need an off season. So, we're willing to look at it. There's obviously huge economic consequences as well if you start shortening the season. So I just think we got to be true to the science if we're going to make a change like that and not just do it in response to narratives out there. So stylistically, it's interesting to what's happening in the game, and it may be another one of these areas where when you ingest enormous amounts of video through these AI platforms, you'll see that there's certain moves players are doing that you can predict that's where they're going to be injury prone, and you can detect things that, like if you work backwards over, I've been following this ACL issue in the NFL right now. I'm sure they're doing the same thing. They're saying, is there something unique about those ACL injuries? Are there particular muscles that you can develop to help avoid ACL tears? I mean, we've obviously had that issue in our league. We had a rash of Achilles injuries last year in the league. So, I would say the most frustrating thing for me, there's so many issues that people raise that I think are fixable over time. The one that's most frustrating is injuries, because keeping players like you all on the floor is what the real value comes from for the fans.
Right.
It's a team sport, but it's star-driven. And you four are perfect examples. People are coming to see the stars out there, and whether it's if they have to rest because we have some notion that that's going to improve their performance or they're just flat out injured, either way a fan's going to be disappointed. Right. So we got to take that seriously.
Thank you.
All right. Blah, blah, blah. I just want to point this out because you know me, I'm anti-PC culture. You can keep it one thou wow. All right. So he said the stars, it's a star-driven league even though it's about the teams. And then he said, you four. And this is why I used to hate when I used to be on a panel. Imagine I used to be on a panel with Bruce Smith and, Jason Taylor, and then it's Commissioner Goodell, and then it's, who could this be? Simeon Rice, beast. And then it's me. And then he's like, you stars. you four stars. I'm like, you ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. No, we get it. It's different animals up here, right? All this star stuff. It's a little loose when you say that, right? We're going to get into that topic next. Blah, blah, blah. Talking about stars, huh? Okay. Here's the thing about injuries that's interesting because some people are just injury prone, raise your hand, and some people are not. Some people going to get hurt and some people ain't going to get hurt no matter what they do. It's just weird. They could fall all kind of ways and they don't get hurt. Somebody else, you could breathe on them and they go into surgery, right? It's just the way it is. Body compositions, etc. But there is really, injury is just basically an extracted way of looking at imbalances, how you are balanced. And I'm trying to figure out the cheat code, but I think the best recipe for you to not get injured is for you to participate in your sport. So basketball, these cats play basketball all the time. They don't play any other sports. Let's just be real. Even if they grew up playing multi-sports, they've left that behind them, right? So that's a problem as well. Your training has to still be a multiverse, right? It has to be all these different techniques. They have to be all these different dynamics, all these different sports, but not at the highest level, because obviously you got to protect your body to play pro basketball. But a lot of cats don't. They leave it behind. So the first thing is you got to make sure you're participating in your sport to the highest level. Also, participate in another sport as much as possible, because it changes up your movement patterns. So it just basically tells your whole body, your whole system, whether you're talking about the bones, the muscles, the joints, the ligaments, it just tells them, be pliable. We ain't going the same way every day, because then you get locked in, and that's how you get stiff to a movement pattern. You ever see somebody who is like they fluid and they play, but they stiff? They can't do nothing else. They just could do what they can do. That was me. I could go forward really fast, right? I could go backwards kind of fast. They even tested me out at the combines and stuff as a linebacker. I wasn't that good at it, but I could do it. But laterally, I could do that, but not as well. So you gotta know your kid. Your kid got stiff hips. You better start working on them hips. Whether it's a different sport that actually accentuates hips and hip movements, or you better get that boy in some side sessions to get them hips open, or else what's going to happen? Tight hips turn into a tight back, turn into tight hammies, turn into injuries forever. Simple as that. Imbalances, right? Where's your load? And then you got to make sure you're playing your sport, you're playing another sport that is changing that load, right? Baseball's a whole different animal than it is playing football, okay? And it's a different total body experience. So you got to make sure you're doing that. And to me, the secret sauce, the recipe really is the fact that you now go out there and you got to find you some art, some dynamics, some technique, some sport, right? Some method that you can express yourself without it being you versus another person, right? In terms of like other sports, because we compete against each other. Basketball, I'm dribbling against you. Baseball, I got to hit the ball against you and run. Like none of that. I'm talking about something different. I'm talking about like martial arts. I'm talking about gymnastics. I'm talking about something that opens you up, and then you really have a focus on you. You have a focus in on your technique. You're fighting gravity. Like you and gravity are in battle every day, not just the opponent. Your gravity, because then that turns your attention inward, and then you start to notice what's wrong, right? You don't believe me? Do a handstand. Somebody just right now, forget this live stream. Do a handstand. You start to realize what's up. Go to the bars and just hang for a minute. Oh, you can't hang for a minute? That's my point. When you have to do things for yourself and only against yourself and for yourself, yeah, you're going to have to fight somebody in the match. But I'm talking about all this work against yourself. You start to think about yourself. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Ben solved this riddle. That's why he played so long. 7-footer, first of all, big men, they're supposed to break down early, right? He didn't. You want to know why? Dude was doing karate, beating up Bruce Lee. Or getting beat up, right? Yoga. You got to do it. Yoga, Pilates, martial arts. You got to find one of them and spice it in there. Okay, keep that a part of your regimen all the time, whatever it is, because it opens you back up, right? It's all core-centric, right? You got to keep the things in balance the way that they're designed. The human body's amazing. Like, it literally is trying to take care of you even when it's hurting you, because when you get hurt, you're out of balance, typically. Your pelvis is slanted one way or shifted one way, and you don't even know it. You're just walking around. That's why when you go to chiropractor, you be like, what? He like he stepped on a bag of Doritos. And you're like, damn, where'd that come from? And he's like, hey, bro, you need some of this, right? But then all that's going to shift right back in place because you haven't changed your movement patterns. That's why I love chiropractors, but I don't love going. Because I need to change my patterns. I like PTs, physical therapists. Like, hey, how's your gait looking? How you walking? Where do you land? Where do you strike? Okay? You start to learn that. Where are you loading up at? And then if you're not doing it in proper balance, it's just a ticking time bomb. Tick, tick, Because look, if you out there and you're quad dominant, nothing wrong with that, but you got to have the proper balance with your quad and your hammy, right? And then your butt got to take most of that load. So you see any of these athletes, why you see athletes always have the greatest bend? Ankle, knee, hip. Look at those three things. I can tell you an athlete right now, forget they color, forget if they from the inner city or the suburbs, forget who they daddy is. I'm just like, look, let me see you can give me that X-ray vision of just their bend, right? The little dot, a dot and then a line, a dot and a line. Let me see their hip bend, their knee bend, and their ankle bend. Once I see those angles, I can tell you where the athlete is. The athletes can bend them, right? It's some telltales out there. You obviously can look at somebody. He got some high calves, them calves damn near in his knee. Like it's his knee and then his calf. Uh-oh, that boy can run. You see his knee and then you take 6 feet before you find a calf and it's right by his ankle. You got you a nice center. You got you a nice catcher. He ain't doing much, right? Simple as that. It's like anatomy. Like, look at that dogs, and people don't like to go here, but it's real. Like, look at the dog. You can look at the dog, and you can tell which dog's gonna go get it, right? That's why them horses be having them big ass legs and at the top. Woo! Look at that booty. If you see somebody with a big booty in sports, it ain't no Diddy. It's no Diddy. Just look at him like, ah, dang, he might do something, because that's where all your power is. I got a big high booty. Pause. Point being, they knew I was going to be an athlete. I'm not lying. I walked across the combine. I'll leave it with this story. At the combine, they made you before walk across the stage with as little garb as you wanted. They didn't tell you to wear a G-string. They just said shorts, no shirt. Do what you want. Well, I wanted to do more than most because I had to do more than most because I was coming from a small school, right? I'm James Madison. I'm Tulane. I'm up in the college football playoffs. I ain't playing normal. I'm going out of my mind. So I show up, and I remember I had it. My ex bought me this black and blue. It was like Columbia blue, too, so it's fresh. Black and blue G-string. And I'm literally, we do all the exercises and stuff and the bench press and all that stuff, whatever. Then we get to that part. And I'm walking in, and I got shorts. And then they're like, everybody else got on shorts, so nobody tripping. But as we got closer to the front where you had to walk across the stage, because they really want to look at your body composition. Now, this is how they justify it. I know a lot of people took it racial. A lot of people took it to slavery. I was like, I don't know how much y'all know about slavery, but they wasn't paying millions and millions of dollars to the slaves. They paying whoever walked across this stage looking good a lot of money. But I understood where they were trying to go. I was like, all right, well, whatever. Everybody did it. We didn't have no issues. This is pre-Kaepernick, so ain't nobody tripping. Everybody walking. And then it's getting up close to my time. And then I took off my shorts. I remember I was like three dudes in front of me. I took off my shorts. And I took them off. And then all the dudes in line was like, Wiley, what? I was like, dog, I'm trying to get it. I told y'all I'm not too cool for school. I've never been, since a kid. Some kids don't want to kiss up. I kiss up. Some kids didn't want to tell everybody what they really wanted to do. I did. I want that toy. Calm down. No. Get excited. I want that toy. Like Dukes of Hazzard coming on, different strokes coming on, Transformers coming on. I'm pumped. I ain't gonna act like, oh, it's on again. Whatever. I hate them too cool for school kids. That means their parents ain't listening to them. So they already tuned out. They already turned their volume down. But that's another topic. So I was the kid always like, yay. So I took them off. They're like, damn, Wiley, you about to go, you gonna hurt them like that? And I was yoked. Not yoked, yoked. 272 at the combine. Oh, 6'4", 272 with muscles. And then I got to the top. You got to hit those 3 stairs, the little gray cloth stairs that they be having at them hotels. And then you at the top and they got that platform. And you got the 2 black rails, and I'm waiting. And then literally they supposed to be looking at the guy crossing the stage. And you can hear scout after scout going, whoa. No lies told. Then I walked across. I mean, you don't do a beauty pageant walk. You don't go like this. You ain't Victoria's Secret. You ain't no angel. You ain't doing hi. You ain't hitting them with the, well, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing, scouts? How y'all doing? You ain't doing that. But you let them know what's up. And I'm not lying. They were like, the whole crowd, the players were telling me too. And I knew, first of all, I know first. I'm in the mirror, fool. I know what I look like. And I know what you look like. And this ain't the same. So, you see some guys had a little belly. D-ends, defensive ends with a little gut. Like me now. But back then, we were 21. A gut? They walk across stage, cats just looking. You can see how they legs really built. They like legs get real small at the ankles. They ain't got no real big quad. Like you just looking, you're like, damn, okay. That's you? Okay. You just looking like that ain't the type of body that you could build something on. That's what they're all thinking. Injury risk, and can we build on that body? Can we put some weight on that body? And then for me, they were like, we ain't got to do nothing. Just let it be. But I did have an injury risk concern off of my build, how I looked, because my booty's so high and I had this big curve in my back. Like it was like back, booty. They were like, hey, dog, I don't know. And they were like, you're going to have maybe some back problems. Guess what I had? First surgery I had going into my 4th year. Back surgery. That's why they do that. Okay? So all y'all thinking physical or like, that's weird and that's weak and that's crazy and that's racial. And there's a method to the madness. And I remember that moment. It really helped me get drafted. Can't lie. It certainly didn't hurt. I don't know if it helped or not. It certainly didn't hurt. Let's just go there. Okay. Now, people are talking about LeBron right now saying he's hurting the team. How is LeBron hurting the team defensively when he got a teammate named Luka and he got another teammate talking about Luka and Austin Reeves? Come on, y'all. I mean, they all probably on the all-bad defensive team, but to single out LeBron, let's hear what the boys at the arena got to say about it.
But on the defense, not the guys who actually need to play deep, not Luka, AR, and them. You're saying, step it up, my 41-year-old. My 41-year-old need to step it up on defense.
And my 26-year-old.
That's like Dallas talking about Dirk. We need you to play some defense. What? He ain't old. He's so old. He can't. Look, yo, Austin, defense.
I mean, you out there.
Jake up from Allstate. Play some better defense because you can't guard nobody. Luka, play some better defense. The fact that LeBron is even in this conversation before the other ones. Aiden, protect the rim. Play some defense.
I'm sure it was a team-wide thing.
He said 2 people. So the fact that the 41-year-old has to step it up on defense.
He out there.
We lost.
He out there.
We done.
Blah, blah, blah. So we all know, and we've been trying to run with this on this show at least. And I think it's subjective, but obviously some people could think it's pro-clutch, it's pro-LeBron. But I just want to highlight how many times LeBron, when he's supposed to be, and this is not his last year, at least he hasn't declared it, a farewell tour, the shots just keep coming because the floodgates have opened in terms of LeBron James. You got LeBron James. Now, be real. If you the coach and you love LeBron, be real. You in the NBA that's supposed to celebrate LeBron as the second best player ever, if not the GOAT. And we're going to talk about what Dwight Howard had. He chat GPT'd and Googled this and started up a frenzy about the top 10 players ever. But if you're supposed to celebrate someone, I don't know, like how like Udonis Haslem got celebrated on the way out with a red carpet. And that's Udonis Haslem. Vince Carter. I remember all the farewell tours. I remember Kobe's. I was there. I remember talking to Kobe. Kobe was on the bench his last year because I worked at ESPN LA, so we had to cover the Lakers. So tremendous access to the Lakers, including Kobe. Kobe used to come on our show and do 1-2 hour interviews. Just sit there, feet up, just talking about life. We're like, the mics are on. Yeah, whatever. All right, so we used to have that kind of access and relationship. And I remember seeing Kobe getting celebrated. Besides the 2-year, $50 million deal that even he knew, like, yo, that's for paying for services rendered in the past, not in the future. He wasn't going to live up to that because he was breaking down. His body was hurting. Whatever. Kobe, who used to call out teammates, who used to shuck and jive and act crazy. was now on the sidelines chilling, talking to fans, telling fans, oh, yeah, bring that over here. I signed it during the game. Real spit. It was a narrative shift, and it was different, but it was okay. But all I'm saying is there are other players who are of LeBron's level or lesser who got love on the way out. And all the criticisms, they kept them in-house. All the criticisms wasn't for the cameras. You just let that man ride it out. Now, you ain't got to be a LeBron fan to notice that. Like, God dang. If I'm 41 and my coach talking about play defense, I'm like, Coach, are you serious? And then if you're going to say my name, you're going to Destiny Child it, say my name, say their names too. Say their names too. It's two of them. Because, boy, don't get me started. Don't let the coach in me. You know I just won a championship in basketball. Shout out to Jesse Buss. Shout out to the little legends. You know we just beat Jesse's team, too. They beat us the first time, but we got them back in the last game. Little Jack. Shout out to my little boy, Jack. Love the little dude. Little boy, Jack. His name is Jack for a reason. He can jack it up from half court, 7.5-foot rims. Wow. My daughter, who just came in here earlier, she a beast. She Angel Reese size already. She's 6. She gigantic, but can move. But don't want to play full basketball yet. Just like running around. Point being, don't let me put that coach's hat on because I always catch them. I don't let these kids get away with nothing. If I'm a coach the NCAA tournament, if I'm a coach the NBA finals, if I'm a coach 6-year-olds, I'm coaching the same. You got my same time, you're going to get the same me. I don't go out there and be like, oh, that's so cute. That's why I got yelled at by a parent. Parent talking about, why are you so talking and restrict? I was like, shh. I was like, ma'am, first of all, your kid's not on my team. I'm helping your kid out. Her kid gonna throw the ball. The coach wanted the ball because it was a timeout. The girl just threw the ball way down to the other court. I don't know where you're from. I went to 54th Street Elementary School. We don't play like that. You go get that ball. You better show some respect to your coach. Turns out her coach was her daddy. Whatever. Even more respect. Point is, I can look at any level of sports and know, hey, you jogging. Now, if we playing the jog game, if we looking at life through the jog lens, hey. What Kendrick say? That's mine. Hey. You jogging, LeBron. That's fine. LeBron know he jogging. Nope. No athlete is sitting there saying, oh, you caught me. We know first, fool. We did it. But if you catching me for you arresting today, oh, you got the SWAT team out for all the joggers, well, then snipe his ass, Austin Reeves. Snipe it, not too much, but more than you are, and definitely snipe Luka. Oh, my God. How many times have you seen Luka do this? Dribble, get his shot, windy, wow. Oh, he's stuck. If he don't get his foul, and then they are running in transition, and he is sitting there talking to the ref who just ran by him. The ref ran by him, and he like this. Then he give the crowd some of this, and then he does this. He always does that little. It's like a walk jog. It's a walk, and he's like. It's a jog, a wog, I don't know. It's a jog walk, and it's like, he just be looking like, I'll be like, I don't know these personalities. I don't know what buttons you're pushing, how you're pushing them, but ain't no way me raised off of Jerry Tarkanian watching how he made them boys run. He biting that towel. He looking at everybody like, you better run. Watching LMU grow up like, you better run. You know what I mean? I can't imagine John Thompson saying, oh, it's all good. Just whew. Play defense. That ain't got nothing to do with skill, ain't got nothing to do with talent. It got to do with, do you want to? Just like your kids. Do they want their iPad? Yes. You say iPad time. You never seen your kid run faster. You can't even get the word. You can't even get the whole D out. Pause. IPA, they gone. You can use your iPad. They don't even hear the D. I know what I'm doing. But then say clean up. You say, hey, I need y'all to clean up. Clean up? They repeat it first. Clean up where? How much? What we got to do? What we got to clean up? That's what I'm working on. That's the phase of life right now. JJ Redick, stop playing. I'm glad they called you out for that. Stop playing. You know what the game is. Calling out LeBron for that. Like LeBron the problem. LeBron ain't the problem. Ain't the problem. We got a few more good topics. Oh, Jesus. Yes, we do. Like, see, Sherrone Moore. What are you doing? Sent strange or uncomfortable Instagram messages to multiple women in sports media per report. Uh-oh. Joy Taylor, let me see. I really don't know who he's sent. Contacted by more work in sports media. One other woman had mutual friends with Moore. The fifth, man, this dude had his AK out. The fifth had no connection to Moore, Michigan or the university, whatever. She didn't even live in Michigan and couldn't identify a single mutual connection between them. So he took his shot. Okay, we already know he's cheating. We already know he's doing the most. Well, let me hear what y'all talking about. Moore sent messages to the women as recently as last month and dating back to 2020. He saw he was on that fast track to be the head coach. Harbaugh said, look, when I'm gone, it's yours. I don't know when I'm going, but you know me, I ain't long for any situation, so it's yours. Soon as he said that, he put that big-ass blue M hat on and said, I am shooting my shots. I will be the head coach of Michigan, and no one can say no to me. Man, this is crazy. This is like psycho in a weird way, but we'll talk through it. The messages range from fire emojis on Instagram stories to asking one woman if he could fly her out to visit him. Woo, he don't never warm up his leftovers. He just eat them cold. Like what? First of all, you can't. Did DM? Hey, yo, what's cracking? I saw some other lady online right now talking about she outing everybody who DMs her. I get it. I mean, look, it's convenient. It's the biggest group text in the world to just DM somebody in Japan or someone. But dog, just think if somebody, let me just say denies you, ain't feeling you. Shout out to Danny Fan who said the Chargers clinched. Oh, we in? Because what? Indy lost? We take it. At least one exchange happened on a game day. Oh, he's not focused. Stop. Y'all doing that Stephen A. solitaire thing. Come on, man. Stephen A. all he had to say was, dog, I was on solitaire during the game, and I don't have to watch every play to talk about the game. Instead, he tried to worm and say, oh, it was during the timeout. Oh, no. It ain't that serious. If it wasn't that serious, you wouldn't try to worm. You wouldn't try to lie. A woman reportedly received the message from Moore hours before Michigan kicked off against Purdue. And another 20 minutes after his post-game press conference following a narrow win. He like, did you see me shine? Did they win that game? Of course. They beat Purdue, right? Say yes. These details were part of a larger report. Michigan officials knew about Moore's online behavior by fall 2024. Two people told The Athletic the conduct wasn't criminal and didn't involve university employees, but one official characterized it as a matter of propriety. I'm sorry. I added. Essentially asking, are you an idiot? Yeah. The Instagram messages are separate from the inappropriate relationship with a female staff member that he got in trouble for. Oh, y'all ain't got the messages. Just say it. Schefter told viewers that Moore felt people had it. No. Don't care about that. Somebody tell me the messages. I want the messages. Long history of the I don't want to hear that. Okay. I need the messages. If I'm talking about Sherrone Moore, I want the messages. Okay? Thank you for the gift. Akron Slim just showed the membership gift love. My dog. Respect, Akron Slim. Respect, son. All right, look. We know he was shooting the shot. We know that guy. Everybody know that guy. You may be that guy. It's okay. Okay? It's okay. You that guy that gets that inordinate amount of fame, attention, power, money, fortune, whatever it may be. You went from 0 to 60 real quick. Like Drake said, 0 to 100 real quick. Okay? It's okay. And when you get there, you start to feel invincible, untouchable. It's real. Go into a store right now on your income. I don't know who you are, but the average person's income, there are things in there you can't get. Simple. There's some things in there just, no. Yeah, you can, maybe with the physical price, but you know it's going to take an emotional, mental toll on you and your family, and your wife going to stress out, and you're going to be all mad if you go and buy that. So some things are untouchable. Don't touch it. You can't get it, right? If I walk down Rodale Drive right now, man, I'm like, hell no. First of all, the cars. Second of all, then you walk in the store, you're like, how much is this bag? And look, I'm the one that judges people. I think buying bags over $100 is dumb. Now, there was a time where I thought buying $1,000 bag was nothing. But I have grown up. So now, in real time, I think it's dumb. You trying to tell me you rich because your bag costs a grip? You could have been way richer if you didn't have that bag. I'm like, I'd rather you come out with a Ziploc bag that said amount. You wrote in Sharpie, $1,000. And I'll be like, she got $1,000. Versus a $1,000 bag and nothing but a Ziploc bag that's empty in it. You know what I mean? I just think that way. Anyway, there's stuff I walk in the store, you better stop, you better stop. All I can think about is tuition. All I can think about is future things my kids gonna want and beg for. I can think about the Christmas when they're 15. You know what I mean? Some things you can't touch. But there is a day where you're told, and by the numbers, you actually can. Go in the dollar store where everything ain't $1, but it should be. Okay? You go in the dollar store and you're like, yo, I could get that. I got that. Next thing you know, your shopping cart full because you went to the dollar store, but you spent too much, but you spent a lot of dollars, but you still got it. Imagine that's your whole world where you walking around, you just think, I got it. It takes a different person. It takes a different discipline to quickly correct who you were to who you are now. Because if not, you're out of control. And that's why cats start going farther and farther. That's when you start to get into, you cross that line. You're a habitual line stepper. Socially, right? You start talking to people different. Oh, man, what they going to do? They ain't going to leave me alone. I'm the man. I can say what I want. Then financially, you start buying stuff you shouldn't buy. Why you got on a whole Louis Vuitton suit and you going to the gym? Nobody working out in that. Then you start acting different, right? You financially, socially. Then you start acting different. You start thinking different. You start getting high, high on the horse, etc. Then you shoot your shots, okay? You shoot your shots. I need to see messages because shooting your shot is normal with any upgrade, any ascension. You shoot your shot. You see a dude get a promotion at a company, first thing he does is, yes. Calls his boys, hey, we going out tonight. Yes. And then you go hang out and you let all the streets tell you how fresh you are. Yes. And then you wake up that morning, oh my God, I can't believe I got that promotion. It's so good. Oh my God, I'm executive VP. It's over. And then you look at your phone. Tasha, Tiffany, Tamara, Tina. That's it. Now, that's what happens. Ain't nothing crazy about it. But you look, he put himself in this position now, so I know everybody like, look, nobody trying to hear all that Ronnie Wrong. Man, I think Ronnie Wrong, he did a whole lot of. Speaking of doing a whole lot of, I heard about this case. Y'all hear about this? Manziel, let's speed through this one because we got some other interesting topics behind it. Manziel apologized for missing college game day, derides fake narrative. What's the fake narrative? How you gonna deride it? I will continue to let everyone out there run with a fake narrative, and at the end of the day, perception always wins over reality. Sounds like somebody who don't want to tell you what he really did. Okay, let's go. So Johnny Manziel was a no-show on college game day this weekend where he was scheduled to be the guest picker for the college football playoff action. Only Manziel will mess that up. Like, that's such a feel-good hallmark. You go there, McAfee gives away millions of dollars for some kicks, and you got to just hang out and put helmets on yourself, respect the Lee Corso, all that, and just talk some talk. Manziel was in Miami on Friday night. End of the sentence, end of the article right there. Manziel was in Miami on Friday night. All right, we know what happened. For the Anthony Joshua-Jake Paul fight. Cool. The fight went 6 rounds. Joshua, no, we know that. And then he's supposed to be there Saturday morning. But he got replaced by Texas A&M basketball player and 2-time NBA champion Alex Caruso. On Sunday, Manziel released an apology for missing the event while he remained coy about the reasons for his no-show. He called out the false narrative that had taken hold in reporting on social media regarding his absence. Okay, let's see what this is. I think this is just cornbread. I don't want to read cornbread. Oh, let's hear this. Okay, all you got to tell us is what happened. Your flight got delayed. You missed the flight. It's not too deep. You didn't get a private, so it's okay. You ain't supposed to have to get a private. They didn't set you up with a private, okay? So then Southwest was running late, whatever. Or you missed your wake-up call. Like, how many options are there? Or you just like, I don't want to go now because I'm hungover, or I party too hard, or I'm just tired. You making this bigger story than it got to be. I will have plenty more to say about what transpired yesterday. We don't want you to say more. We just want you to say it. There's almost nothing on this earth that would have made me miss that game. Almost. We want to know the almost. To all the people that genuinely reached out and checked in on me, I cannot thank you enough. Man, don't turn this into a victimhood. Don't turn this into Hallmark. This is you. You booked the thing and you missed the booking. What happened? To ESPN, Pat, Coach Desmond, and the entire crew on game day, they like, don't put our names in this damn apology. We ain't do nothing. We went to work. I apologize. It was out of my control. Out of your control? That's interesting. Flight delay. If it's a flight delay, why don't you just say that? Underdelay, flight delay. Won't you? I don't know. What's out of your control? To the Aggies, A&M fan base, I'm sorry. I will continue to let everyone out there run with a fake narrative, and at the end of the day, perception always wins over reality. Maybe he's just trolling. Look, this does drive engagement. If you just have a clean, simple, neat answer, people are like, whatever. But if you got one of these, what happened? What happened? I love all of you no, you don't. No, you don't. If you loved us, who genuinely support you through the good and bad like we've done all over the years, you would tell the answer. I have no doubt Texas A&M and the Aggie football program will be in that position again. This fool said, oh, don't trip. Y'all going to be back there again? It don't matter if I missed. Boy, I love doing this show so I can hear how people really sound. I'm recovering and feeling about a 310, going to rest up and try and get back to normal. Much love. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone because my guesswork is going to make it worse. My guesswork going to make it mess work. What are you talking about? No, I ain't going to leave nothing alone. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You did what? When? And now you mad at us for how? Manziel must be on that. He out there chilling. Let's just say that, okay? Look, the excuses that count, that work, the reasons. There's a lot of excuses. The reason is flight, you booked the flights wrong or it was delayed. Other than that, and I don't know what flight, Miami to Texas, to get you there at 7 in the morning, you didn't book a flight. You booked a flight, and there ain't no way you getting there. Because if you don't leave at night, how you leaving in the morning and gonna get there? Dang. Sound all bad to me. Y'all beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think happened, and please tell me what Manziel talking about and why he trying to blow this story up more than it needs to be. Okay. Speaking of the story blowing up more than it needs to be, breaking news. Adam Schefter reported. This is tough. NFL suspended DK Metcalf 2 games for the swipe he took at a fan during Sunday's game in Detroit. Metcalf still can appeal, but he now is slated to miss the Steelers' upcoming potential game versus the Browns. That's yuck. Wait, it gets worse. So Metcalf, you know, the racial slur people were saying, whether he said it or not, everybody was saying they called him the N-word. Chad Ochocinco went on record, N-word, and his mama the C-word. So I'm like, what happened for real? Well, you know, in this world of technology, there's always somebody filming something. Check this out.
New Jersey. Hey, DK, don't sign it. DK, don't sign it. DK, boy. He about to throw that motherfucker away. Man. He knows that. Hey, DK! Yup!
Okay, we're going to watch that one more time. But, you know, look, I don't know I'm the most well-versed person in this world. I did get my eardrum poked out in college, and that hurt. Boom, sonic boom goes off in your ear, blood comes out your ear, scary experience. I've recovered. But I ain't hear a racial slur. I ain't hear anybody talk about the bomber. And this is about 20 seconds leading into it. But I do notice that even a teammate witnessed this and just turned away. I also noticed no teammates came over there with him. So that means how triggering was it to get you over there? So maybe a teammate thought you were going over there just because, hey, you being a good Samaritan, a good NFL player, and then something happened and I don't want to be a part of it. Watch it again, especially for the background.
New jersey. Hey, DK, don't sign it. DK, don't sign it. DK, he about to throw that motherfucker away.
All right, those two teammates over there, y'all saw them. They looking. You got two teammates on alert. Look, my man right here coming at you. And you know I had to get you. And then you're playing it off like, so maybe he said your full name or the slur, if we want to go there, which I don't believe he did, but said it before. Whatever. If he said a slur and you doing all this delaying, then that means you should be staying over there. It ain't that damn triggering. But if you're doing all this, Pink Panthering, like, stay. Let's go.
He knows he has Hey, DK!
Yup! What the hell? What the hell? Okay. Wait, it gets worse. Thought that was it. Nah. DK Metcalf suspension for conduct detrimental to the league will not only cost him $555,000 in salary this year, but it also voids $40 million in future guaranteed money. Huh? What you say? Huh? What you say, Jonathan Jones? JJ, Jonathan Jones, what you say? What? For doing, somebody calling you your name, you lose how much? Or you call me the N-word and you call me my mama a C? What? As the story explains, Metcalf can still make every dollar of the money, but if the suspension is upheld, that money will no longer be guaranteed. That includes a $20 million injury guarantee in 2027. Did y'all read that? But if the suspension is upheld, that money will no longer be guaranteed. That includes a $20 million injury guarantee in 2027. DK Metcalf suspension voids $45 million in guarantees. Give Steelers future financial out. Everybody talking about that. Look, I hear you, Mick Fern. You said I would have fell down after getting hit if I'm the fan. Cha-ching. Yeah, that's part of it. But you ain't got to fall out before you get paid. But I don't know what DK can do to get his money back. Metcalf's money did not vanish, but his safety net did. Oh, my God. This is crazy. 4-year, $132 million contract he signed in March. Review by CBS Sports notes that if he fails to practice or play with the club for any reason, which includes player suspension by the NFL or club for conduct detrimental, his guarantees will be null and void. What? On this show, we don't just talk sports. We talk sports media. We talk the sociology of sports. We also talk the science of sports, and we talk about the psychology that comes with sports. What you need to think, what you should be thinking. Hopefully all this translates into life lessons, because sports is nothing but a fun way to learn life lessons. That's what sports is. Man, what the dog? For them to even put that in the contract, they already knew. He got a little issue. He got a little tipper. He got a little problem. But then taking it even further, he knows that's in his contract. At least his agent should have known. And at least his agent should have communicated to him if he didn't know. But they knew. And you going to let some fan. And maybe that was the little devil and angel on your shoulder when you first walked over and stopped. Hammer time. And was like, hey, dog, $45 million on the line. Yeah, but he disrespected you, homie. You know what I'm saying? You don't let nobody talk to you like that. But wait, who cares? I'm on the field. He paying to see me. So I already won, even if he try to make me feel like a loser. Hey, homie, if you want to win but be an N-word, then go ahead. Go back over there and run them 9 routes, okay? But I ain't going to be that way. Oh, but he needs me to even entertain him. He got on a blue wig. Why should I care about that dude? Hey, man, he called your mama a C. He called you an N. And I don't even know if I'm making this up or if it's real. Here's the point. You don't take that. You DK Metcalf. You know what that DK stand for? Don't know. He don't know. He don't know. Go over there. I wish I would. Timo, you're right. Timo TV. Damn, got to be more careful. It can't be that simple. It can't be that clean, but it seems that clean. This sucker done tricked off $45 million in guarantees. Off of what? Beat up in the comments. Tell me what y'all thinking. I know what I'm thinking. Oh, my God. Oh, that's so silly. Null and void. Oh. Okay, let's talk about this. Dwight Howard went there because I love going here. We all love a list. We love the top 10 list. First of all, charge your phone. God dang, Dwight. And get in the better coverage area. Dwight, look at the 3 bars. No, that's everybody. 9:33. He must be at night or in the morning. I don't know. Point being, he's bored, so he asked ChatGPT to give him the top 10 NBA players of all time. What would y'all change? Now, this, if you look at that, immediately you notice this ain't ChatGPT. This is Google. But, hey, Dwight, he went straight from high school, so we're going to let him live. Here we go. Michael Jordan, we know. LeBron, Kareem, Bill Russell, Magic. Interesting. Would you have it that order? Wilt, Larry, Tim, Kobe, Shaq. Okay. So if you Google it, people always call me a hater. I told y'all they had Dunk in the head of Kobe. Okay. You Google it. Okay. I told you they're going to have them old timers in there, Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. These are the things I've been saying, matter of fact, and people think that I'm a hater. I'm like, dog, do y'all not remember? Do you guys don't have a mental archive? Okay, anyway, that's what it was. Now, people called him out. Hey, bruh, ChatGPT's supposed to be smarter, and that ain't no Google. I mean, that ain't no ChatGPT, that's Google. So, here's ChatGPT. Michael Jordan, you can see the 5.2 up there. Good, he got the upgrade. Michael Jordan, LeBron, same order. Kareem, Magic, Larry. ChatGPT, like them old players got to move. Kobe is higher. Shaq, higher than Shaq. Even though they played together, and we know who was better when they played together, but they continued. I get it. Tim Duncan fell. Okay. Wilt and Bill Russell. Which list you like more? I like this list because Wilt and Bill Russell dropped down. I can't lie. Just because I didn't see them. And then I can only afford you so much grace and like space in my head when I didn't see you, right? But I saw 1 through 8. Oh my God, right? I'm not mad, and y'all know I think LeBron's the GOAT. Now I ain't saying, he got to be 1. He could be 2, but Kareem better be 3. Kareem better always be top 3, and they got it right. But then on this one, the biggest jump is Kobe over Shaq. Is it Kobe over Shaq or Shaq over Kobe? Right? Lie detector test, or is it this way? Kobe 9. Kobe over Shaq in both, excuse me. They just in different numbers. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's not the argument. It's Tim Duncan over Kobe. Tim Duncan over Kobe, if you Google it, but then if you ChatGPT it, you got Tim under Kobe. So basically, which one you like? Is Kobe better than Tim Duncan? Yes or no? Some people were asking, this debate will go on forever. Yes, Danny fan. Yes, this show, like this show, it will go on forever. So beat up in the comments. That's what keeps us going, right? Subjective objectivity. Like we trying to bring a science to an art. Who's the best player ever? Michael Jordan, LeBron. You ask my kids right now, they're going to say LeBron. My son, he's starting to fall into that peer pressure space. He's starting to say a little bit of Michael Jordan. I was like, how many games you see? That ain't fair to him. But he's like, huh? He's like, how many good games I see of LeBron? No, whatever. That's the point. So let's continue. We got a couple more topics to get up out of here. This should be fun. Oh, yes. Patrick Bet David said, hey, Ryan Clark, could you please share your Uber driver's contact information? I'd love to have him musically profile me and potentially DJ at our next event. P.S. I ain't mad at you. So this is something that went viral where let's just say Ryan Clark was saying he was really disturbed that his Uber driver profiled him, okay? Even though everybody who has an Uber account has a profile, but we got profiled in a racial way. Let him say it. Let me shut up.
I'm tired of being musically profiled in Ubers. It's a Sunday, go to walk my son's dog, get in the Uber, just some regular, light, I think it was like pop or something was on. Man, as says hello, doesn't even ask me, he just changes the radio. First song, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. That's not even one of the songs I listened to from that album. Then he plays Many Men, right? 50 Cent. Right now, I'm starting to realize there's a theme. Then he hit me with the Stay Scheming. Bro, you gotta go pull Stay Scheming way off the pack for Ross and Drake. And I had enough when it got to Not Like Us. Like, you totally profiled me and said, this is the music this guy's like. And now I'm watching his lips as he lip sync, because it's not even the edited version. And listen, bro, Continuum, all-time album. Why can't I listen to John Mayer? Songs About Jane, classic. Maroon 5. Hell, Between the Pines, Sam Hunt. I know a little, now there ain't enough smoke in my eyes to hide the kind of games you trying to play. Like, what about that? Chris Young, You. That's like one of my favorite songs. The bluest skies don't seem so blue. Like, that is a classic. Beautiful Crazy. I mean, a day starts with a coffee and ends with I know country. So you mean to tell me you could have went, what was that, Nora Jones, Come Away With Me. Hell, the Hamilton soundtrack, Wicked. Listen to all that. You go straight there. And it was a Sunday, bro. Couldn't put no Kurt Franklin on. That. I don't like a Kurt Franklin guy. Yolanda Adams, John Peakey. Like, none of those people ring a bell to you, and maybe I want to listen to them. So yeah, so Uber people, Uber drivers, just turn around. Hey man, do you like this music? What music would you want to listen to? But please, or if you go Tupac, like, give me Against the World for something subtle and insane and chill. Don't go All Eyes on Me. Or if you're gonna do that, give me Ambitious as a Rider. Like, let me really get hype on a Sunday. But that was ridiculous, Mr. Uber.
Blah, blah, blah. Now, we know what really was ridiculous was Ryan Clark telling the world how disturbed he was. And I will admit, in jest in the end, maybe some levity at the end, but certainly looking perplexed in the beginning about his Uber driver musically profiling him. When all you have to do if you really got that problem is go into your Uber app, look at them preferences, hit that comment section suggestion, and just talk to it, right? It would clean your palate. It would cleanse the Uber's palate and say, never again will we think that this younger, middle-aged black person likes hip-hop. Hip-hop turned 50 a couple years ago, and damn it, he's not one of them that likes it, all right? It's weird because I want to laugh at this, but at the same time, people really blew this up, and I think he was serious. So let's talk through it a little bit, because it's so ironic that Ryan Clark would have this issue when he's the same one that really wants to put the borders around what black looks like. You know, the same guy who talks about the quarterback position and like a genuine black, authentically black. Like what the guy who has qualified what black looks like, pretty smart pick. You don't know me? You don't know how I can play? All right, let's go. Then you quickly realize, all right, it's okay. Like, the guesswork. Are we going to try to take the guesswork out of life? Because if we are, then we don't know world civilization. We don't know our history. We don't know why people even do that as a protection mechanism. We don't even know why people do that in terms of an efficiency mechanism, right? It's an effective measurement as well. People stereotype because they ain't got time to figure out all that craziness. That's why it's so important for you when you look at any group, tall people, short people, fat people, well, black people, white people, whatever you're doing, you're going to miss when you take that shot of stereotyping them, even though you may hit some part of them. You may hit some of them. We know that. So why are you mad at the Uber driver? If he would have put on classical, then what are we going to see? A clip of you saying, oh, he think I'm some kind of nerd or something. He put on rock and roll. He think I'm a sellout. Everywhere you go, there's a pro and a con. There's an issue with it. But I know that he put this out for engagement. Good for him because it's engaging. It is. But it also is one of those that you're engaging with and you're laughing at, but you're also laughing with. Like, I'm laughing with him because I'm like, that happens to me all the time. But I'm laughing at him because I'm like, I ain't telling the world it ain't that deep. It ain't that serious. It ain't even an issue. It didn't even bother me. Not one hair on my skin raised. I got in the Uber the other day going to my surgery. Yep. Nobody took me to my surgery. I was so lonely. But I went to in the Uber the other day. As soon as I get in it, driver already had it on. Whether he put it on right before or he had it on, he had on rap. And he had it louder than I wanted it. But I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm about to take a nap. I'm about to get that propofol. I'm about to get that Mike Jack. So I ain't tripping. But I'm like, he really banging his rap like we on Slauson right now. It's 6:30 in the morning. I ain't tripping. But then as soon as you kind of be like, he's stereotyping me, he looking at me like, oh, I don't need to like rap. I'm living way out here in the burbs and he put on a rap for me. How dare he? I watched him. Guess what he was doing in the mirror? Rapping every lyric. Guess what I was doing in the mirror? Just looking at him. I don't know all these songs. He hipping me to rap. I'm like, what? I don't listen to the radio or rap no more. I just thought it was hilarious, laughing with and laughing at. Come on. Come on. We can't be that sensitive. We can't be serious about that. So I'm not going to take the gloves off. I'm keeping them on because I think he was joking. And he just like joke on y'all. But at the same time, the way he was looking with them glassy eyes, looking down, going side to side, them CTE stages kicking in or whatever was happening, it's like, dog, you are way too perplexed over this situation. It ain't that serious. It ain't that deep. Okay. Oh, this is interesting, but for the second time, I'm not going to do that one. But look, we got some Ebro, Charlamagne, Stephen A. Smith beef to look forward to next time. This is interesting. I want to talk about Power Slap, but not right now. They get 1 billion views per month. We got how the enormity it is. Now, I want to end it with hip hop. Y'all know me. Look at this. These albums turn 35 next year. This is 1991, all the albums that came out that were big time. Maybe not even all. They just couldn't put any more on this list. Look at this and tell me what's your favorite album of this. Okay, I'm just going to go through it on the side and say which one's the best. Okay, right here, you start here, you pretty much the best. Then I love this album. Then I said, that's the one that got, not me, oh my, it's got oodles of O's. Oh, I love that. Oodles and O's. Yeah. And they got, I think that's Saturday Night Disco, Sunday Disco Jammy. All right, Low End Theory still beats that album. They're sick albums though. Come on, Step in the Arena? What? That is a challenger. I still got to go Low End Theory, but God, Lord. Now, this is where we lose our mind. Death Certificate? It's got to be Death Certificate. Now, you thought you were safe, and look, this is 1A, 1B, 1A, 1B. And then they come with the Cypress first joint. Come on. First time you heard Cypher, how I could just kill a man. Doom. Ain't yo, we stop at the man, come on, Law. Now, I'm stuck. This first row, all of them count, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus. Now, this is great album, different. Good album, different. Now, good album, different. We already had 2 Public Enemy albums better than this. So now but Naughty's first. Jesus. But a little more commercial than but good. Scarface, this is 1 year, y'all. This is why I say hip hop ain't dead, but it's on life support. We don't get this no more. What the fuck? Mr. Scarface. And then you got the Ghetto Boys album coming out too. I'm out. No, you're not out because you got to deal with Quick as the name. What? This ain't in order. Quick is DJ Quick's first album. One day I'm chilling on a Ramby and Spruce. 40 in my hand, but I'm about to get loose. And now, this is where they throw you for a loop. You can't say what's your favorite. Right now, if I had to just go, on the island, I'm taking Death Certificate. Even though I'm missing every other album here. Then Dale the Funky Homo said, Mr. Bobalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina. Come on, y'all. Then we got NWA without Cube. Jesus. Come on, man. Oh, Leaders of the New School first album. It's just another case of that OPT. Strictly for my Tupac, Ed OG and the Bulldogs. I gotta have it. Come, Organized Confusion. Well, that first song they had on there. Here we go again with the funky intro. I know the Prince Poe. Yes, the first rap. CMW, stop it. KMD. Okay, I could take the drop off here, and UMC's good, but not that. Digital Underground, not their first album, not their best, but still good. Nice and Smooth, sick. MC Light, act like you know she's had better albums, but still sick. Slick Rick, first album was the best. So now we like, good. Terminator X, AMG. Oh, AMG first album was... What? Come on, y'all. AMG first album? Y'all already know. MC Breed, Ain't No Future in Your Front. Every Suzuki Samurai sidekick played that song. Yo-Yo. Bonnie and Clyde thing. And Latifah. Oh, God, Lord. What's the best album? I'm getting out of that. I can't argue no more. I got to get out of that. And I got to give myself love again for getting them sacks. Oh, my God. What's the best album? Go. This your last look. Damn. Just put one in there. 91 might be the best year in rap music history. I can't imagine. Let me do 90. Let me do 80. 88 might be 88 because EPMD. 88 might be it. LL. 88 might be it. But that's insane. Whew. Love for you guys, man. Let's get up out of here. I don't know what else to do. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Oh, we can't even do our exercise.